When I was a little kid, I was always afraid to jump off the diving board. My knees would lock, and I'd be forcing myself to jump, my brain telling my body to let go, but my body had disconnected. It was a half jump and half fall that took me to the water below. This pattern has followed me since then. Even as I write this, I am half jumping into these metaphors and half falling into these typos and run-on sentences, and I still don't know where I'm beginning or ending. I'm just hoping something makes sense when my mind doesn't. If my life is the diving board and I'm the one afraid to jump into the deep end, then the world is a swimming pool and I'm barely treading water, plenty of fish in the sea but only one of me, and if I don't love myself, who will? Making leaps has never been my strong suit. Falling in love was never falling at all, but a slow, struggling sink through quicksand, and I never let my head go under. And now I'm playing in mud puddles, wondering if I'll ever get that back, that utter helplessness and terror of loving. Someone's heart against your hand that beats out L-O-V-E and not N-O-T-U. I was never one for falling. My faith is a scattered helplessness, and I simultaneously wish I could do more and nothing at the same time. Wish I could be a better person and not take this on. Plenty of fish in the sea, but these waves so close to the shore, and I'm heaving on dry land, wondering if I'll ever make it out to open water. When I finally jumped, I landed face first, belly flopped into the slap of the cold water. I would sink for just a second until I clawed my way back up. I'd go back again and rinse, repeat, stand there with shaky legs looking at the drop and think I was never good at falling. I fell, not for your love, but for your soul, and how beautifully and honestly you see the world. How flowers grow in the palms of your hands and the corners of your mind. You're a fairy tale creature dropped in the midst of a cold, harsh world, and it breaks me to see your colors dimming. If you're Jack climbing up the beanstalk looking for adventure, and I'm the giant tearing the whole thing down, and I wish I could take it back. I wish I could be what you needed. And I was never good at falling, but I'm falling into disrepair, second-guessing myself at every turn and hating and loving so in tandem. You pulled me up with strings that broke and tangled around me, and I don't know how to untie these knots. I was naked for you, and I was vulnerable, and I was shaking, and now I am naked and vulnerable and shaken, and I wish there were enough words to tell you kindly how your kindness killed me. Selfishly and silently, I wait for you to come back to me. I can't even write good poetry because of how many times my head spun around on its axis, and how many times I thought I was falling in love only to find I was falling for all the wrong reasons. Standing here by the wayside is the life lesson, while you find someone whose fall you can break with your heart. Breaking hearts don't make much noise, but the hole left behind screams loud so you don't have to. And I was honored to be your diving board. But the thing about diving boards is that they get stepped on. Sometimes they rattle and sometimes they break. I am tired of being the diving board. I want to be what you dive towards. I want to be your swimming pool.